Hello, everybody. And yes, it's just this cold here. It is finally turning into winter, and it is miserably cold. You like my hat? So glad to have everybody in here with us today. Hey, Jan, you're the first. Glad to have you here. Roberta from Roberta's Artistic Adventure. How are you doing? Glad to have you with us. Richard, how are you, my friend? Scott from Rambling with the Brums. Glad to have you here, sir. It's just always good to see Scott. And let me see here. Great job in getting all those posts and beams in, so Roberta. Well, thank you so much. It was work. I want you to know it was work. So, hey, Brenda from Redbird. How you guys doing? Dwayne, yeah, Jan wins everything every time. That's why we call her Google and Jan. Hey, Lee. Yeah, it's cold, windy day here as well. Well, it's snowing tonight here, Dwayne, so it's cold. It's been cold here now for, well, just for days now. Hey, Tim, how are you, my friend? Deborah Rosagnolo. I don't know. I can't roll my R's, Deb, so I'm sorry. Jesse can do that for me. And Matt, how you doing, my bud? Hope you guys made it home okay. It was great to see you guys. Just wish it was over better circumstances, obviously. We went to Connecticut last weekend and officiated at Matt's dad's memorial service, and it was bittersweet for sure. Great to see them, but just sad to say goodbye to my friend. But thank you, everyone that was praying for us. We appreciate it. Vineyard Farmhouse, Brian, good evening to you. How y'all doing? And Backwoods Misfit, hello. So glad you're here. And Mike Mart, how are you doing, Mike? And thank you. We always, enjoy having Mike with us. He has been a long time friend. I can't even tell you. I guess it was back in 2003 or somewhere around there, maybe before that we met Mike and Mike Mart. Rayma, how are you doing? Glad to have you with us here tonight. And let me see who else we got in here. Paul, hello, Paul, all the way from England, and glad to have Paul here. I was trying to find a way to put post name or comments up on the screen, but can't figure that out. So Paul, thank you for sending that gift today. We appreciate it so much, sir. It so helps us right now. Really does. Let me know that you can hear me good. Thank you, Scott. I got my wool hat on. Hey, Peter, Old Man King, how are you doing? And let me see here. Lila, how are you? And Lila, thank you so much. We got your card in the mail, and I so appreciate that. God bless you for just helping us, and we really do appreciate it. Ronald, how are you? I'm glad to have you in here. I'm just trying to go down through everyone, the list here, that everyone's here. I don't want to miss anybody. Let me see. Marshall Warden, good evening to you, my friend. How are you doing? I'm looking rough tonight, I know, and I'm here by myself. Joni is over in the bed. The cold just got to her, I guess, finally. So she's just not having a good evening at all. It's really cold here. I'm very cold. I've been chilled to the bone all day. We've, been working outside trying to get this house built, and it is, really cold. So, who else? Richard, Paul, Roberta, Old Man Peter's talking there. Let's see who else. Thank you, Jan. Keeps my head warm. Yeah, I'm a bit early, Jesse. Just a bit. I just wanted to, get started. Be quite honest, it's really cold here. The wind's coming up, the snow's coming on, and I'm just really trying to multitask, keep the fire going. If I don't keep that fire going, every 2 hours or so with new wood. It goes out, and it gets very, very, very cold. So I was up most of the night last night, and looks like I'll be doing the same tonight. Just really exhausted, to be honest, and it's just plain bone-chilling cold is what it is. This is where all the cool people are. Thanks, Lila. Oh my. Let me see here. I don't want to miss anybody. If I miss you guys, please forgive me. I don't mean to. It just, it jumps sometimes, and there's nothing I can do about it. So I'll try to keep up with everybody. So who did I miss here? Let me go over here and see everybody. Matt, all safe and sound. Thank you, Pastor. No problem, Matt. Love you, bud. You know that. So we appreciate you so much. Poppy the Good Troll, how are you? Glad to have you here. And Jesse and Lisa, Maple House Knives, how are you doing? And I already love the name of that channel. Maple syrup, so you get maple in there, but you get knives, which is one of my favorite things, especially butcher knives and things like that. So I'll have to check that out. I always love. Oh, that's right too. And I think you are a Canadian living in Germany, and I want to tell you how much I appreciate your comment that you left us, Maple House. That was the most moving and heartfelt comment. It really was incredible, and I thank you for that so much. I really do. Yeah, Dwayne, she's not feeling well at all. Joni's over in the bed. Lila, that's where she's at. Let me see. Willie, how are you? Is this Tony or Elmer Fund? It could be an Elmer Fund because that's about where things are at. But anyway, let me see. Lynette, Coffee Angel, how are you? Glad to have you here. Ronald, hello to you, sir. Always great to have you stop in from the UK. Netherlands, I believe. I know that it's late there for you, but I appreciate you taking the, just making the effort to be here to say hello. We appreciate it. Joni's in bed, Paul. She's not feeling well at all. She just, I don't know. I think she just kind of finally got wore down and at the end of her rope, probably physically, and so she just needs some time to recuperate. I'm probably going to take her over to her mom's maybe tomorrow or something, so she can just get into a hot bath and just relax and just kind of take a few days off from the homestead life. And it's tough. I'm telling you right now, folks, it's tough. The work never ends, but beyond that, it's so cold now, and just staying warm is a struggle. I'm going to be honest. It is right now because of how cold it's gotten. Hey, MT, how you guys doing? So glad to have you guys, Mike and Terry, in here. Appreciate you so much. Always supporting. I want to give a shout out to MT Homestead. They really do so much to shout out channels, and they've done so many good things for folks, and just getting channels that give them channels that room to come on their channel and their live, where they can find a platform to get recognized. And so we appreciate you guys doing that for sure. Let me see. I don't want to miss anybody here. Yeah. Yes, enjoy your dinner, Mike and Terry, for sure. She'll get well. Hey, Windrider, how you doing? Glad to have you in with us and here at Creekside. And if you're new here, let me explain a little bit of why I am dressed like this. We are totally off-grid in northern Canada, and it's in wintertime here. It's very cold. Every night it's going down at minus 14, minus 16. It's been really cold here today as well, and yesterday. Don't know what the wind chill is, but every day you're fighting it. It's minus 10 or so. And so we are building a house in December, yes, in Canada, in the wintertime, totally off-grid, and we are living in a tent on site while we're doing it. That is kind of the story in a nutshell. So we're glad to have everybody here tonight joining us, all the new folks. How are you? So glad that you are here, and God bless you for being here. Let me see here. Dwayne, it's going to be a rough winter until you can get in the cabin. It is, Dwayne. We are really, honestly, folks, we're getting to the point where we have got to get in the house. We really can't take much more of it in the tent because of the temperatures, the condensation. I'm not getting any sleep at all because I have to stay up all night to keep the fire going. I'll grab an hour sleep here, an hour sleep there, and tonight I'm exhausted. My eyes are burning. So we've got to get in the house, and that's what we have to do. Right now, Jan, we are sitting at, let me see here. I will let you know in just 1 second, everybody, what the temperature is right now. Oh, please forgive me. Things slow. Right now, minus 13 Celsius. So that's getting pretty cold. John Bailey, how you doing, my friend? Glad to have you here visiting. We're glad that you always show up. Thank you for the prayers, Jan. She needs them. Paul, thank you. Tony, it's cold here in the UK at the minute. Go down to minus 6 Celsius last night and due to do the same tonight. Nearly half an inch of ice on the car windows in the morning. Yeah, well, it is cold, Paul. It truly is. So anyway, nothing I can do about it. We just have to, we're just going to have to keep pushing through, and that's all we can do. So, I'll just have to keep pushing. Paul's getting a few snow showers tonight also. Yeah, we've got some nasty weather coming in. Supposed to be like tomorrow night for the weekend as well. I really don't need it because we really need to get the house finished and the roof on and all that. So, but anyway, we are doing our best. That's all we can do. Willie, no, Miss Sizzles, we're stuck with Tony. There you go, Willie. Lynette says your journey chose a bad time to start, Tony. Yeah, it did, but it is what it is, Lynette. I wasn't in control of it, so I have to deal with the hand that I have to, play with the hand that was dealt to us, and that's all I can do, and stay positive and push through it, and it'll come better. It will. It really will. I just have to keep focused and keep pushing. So that's kind of the way it is. Roberta says supplementing with some zinc, vitamin D, and vitamin C can help build up her immune system while she's feeling unwell. I'll let her know that, Roberta. Thank you. We'll do that for sure. Hunter One Outdoors, hello. How are you? And glad to have you here. And I love the name of your channel, Hunter One Outdoors, because I'm a huge hunter and I love being outdoors. So glad to have you here. And everyone else, Old Blue, how you doing? So glad to have you here. Just so many new folks here, and again, forgive my my hat, but it is cold, and I'm trying to stay warm. Yeah, Lila, I'm glad we're hearing the absolute truth about being off grid, the harshness of it all. God bless you both. Well, Lila, it is. If we were in the house, it wouldn't be probably quite as bad, but on this adventure, because we're in a tent, there's no insulation, and we've done the best we could by surrounding the tent with hay bales and stuff, but it's still just a tent, and so we're dealing with a lot of condensation and cold and everything. Scott, heads up, we are getting 10 inches of snow Thursday into Friday. I know, Scott, I shudder at the thoughts of it. I really do. But what can I do? There's nothing I cannot stop the weather. The only thing I can do is push forward and stay positive. That's it. Yeah, getting the house built is vital. That's the truth, Jan. Roberta, that is some crazy cold temps. Tony, prayers for you and health and safety during your build. Thank you, Roberta. Appreciate you so much. Let me see. Yeah, please hit the thumbs up, folks, if you don't mind. We appreciate it so much. It does help the channel. So yeah, just go ahead and hit that thumbs up if you haven't. We appreciate it. Jan, Tony, we gave to get up door in the morning to load wood really messes with sleep. It does, Jan. It does. I have to get up about every 2 hours, 2.5 hours. I'm up putting wood in, and then I sleep for an hour and a half, whatever, and then I get up and go put some more wood in. And we get we're getting low on wood because, well, we just are. We're burning so much. So, hey, Rocky Mountain Life Prospecting, hello. Currently -10 with wind. Wow, Rocky Mountain Life, that is cold. You're at 9,350 feet, 90-kilometer-hour wind gust. That is cold, my friend. Stay warm, stay safe. Whatever you can do. Prayers to you, and just good luck with that. Hey, Georgette, how are you? Glad to have you here. Well, we're not staying at Joni's mom's house because we're trying to push to get the house built here. We do go over quite a bit, though. Do our laundry there and shower and some hot meals and things like that. We're over there quite a bit. But right now we're just kind of staying on site because, honestly, to drive, the hour or the half hour there and then the half hour back and then back and forth, we just made the choice to stay right here on the property, and that's kind of why we do it. MT, thank you, Tony, for the kind words. I promise I'm not ignoring everyone who said hi. Just eating, can't keep up the chat so long. So hello again to everyone. No problem, Mike and Terry. That's all good. Let me see here. Jan, do we have all the wood we need? No, we do not, Jan. We do have some wood at Rama's. We got about half a cord there to collect and bring. It's all dry hardwood, so that's going to be nice. And we also have about half a cord or so at Joni's mother-in-law's, in her basement, that she said we could have that. So we'll get that. Plus, I've still got some here to add to it, and then I'll cut some. There's some dead trees on the property here that I'll cut. All of that. So, we're just trying to, keep up with it and go with what we've got. So, tell us what you need, Jan. Thank you. I appreciate that. I really do. That really does. That does mean a lot to us. It isn't always easy to tell and share what we need for a lot of reasons, but anyhow, we will, we'll share some projects that we're doing here in just a little bit. Lila, let me see. LG, how are you doing, Lori? Glad to have you with us tonight. Yeah, that's about, thank you, Dwayne. That's about 10 degrees Fahrenheit. Appreciate that. What do you need of immediate near future? Well, Jesse, Jan asked, Jesse asked, so there is some stuff that we are needing. Where do I begin? Right now, to be quite honest, what we're needing more than anything is sheets of plywood. That's the main need right now. We need about 35, I think it was, to finish the walls, and we need 30 for the roof. So that's 65 sheets of plywood, and they are $20 a sheet. So that's, you're asking, so that's the answer. And if anybody wants to help out with that, you can. We appreciate everyone that does, and if you can't, that's fine too. I'm simply saying, read the chat. People are asking, and here's what the need is, and that's the biggest need that we have right now to put on the walls. And then when we get to the roof, we need to put plywood on the roof, and so we need to have that readily available so that we can put that on the roof. And then once we get it, the hoist the main beam up and get the open rafters in, and then we can put that plywood down on the roof. and then we can put some it's a rolled out paper that we put on the roof to stop the water and stuff from coming in, and then we can actually, get going on some stuff. But that's really the biggest need right now, is that plywood. So let me see here. Thank you, Lynette, for the prayers. Marshall, we have not started the roof yet, Marshall. We're just working on getting to it. But again, we're just trying to limp along here. There's so many things that are taking our focus. Trying to get stuff done, trying to stay warm. The firewood is a huge deal. But you know what? It's a journey. It's an adventure. It's a story to be told. As tough as it is, there are people that have it harder. And so we're going to follow this journey through. We're not quitters. We're just going to keep going. So that's the way it is. Let me see here. No, brother, wish my health was better, or even lived closer. That's all right, Scott. I know you're dealing with your stuff too, with your back issues and things. So just being my friend and watching the videos and coming into the chat and supporting us and sharing our channel out, shouting our channel out, all of that helps us. It really does. Thank you, Dwayne. I hope the storm does go around the homestead. Yeah, hit the thumbs up for sure. Hey, Rochelle, how you doing? And yeah, Rochelle, don't laugh at my hat. It's just plain cold here tonight. Hey, Paul, Bearded Carpenter, how you doing? Supper, yeah, it's done Bennett, as you'd say. It's done Bennett. We had pork roast and potatoes, and veggies, and all kinds of good stuff. So, yeah, it's done Bennett. Let me see here. I don't want to miss any comments. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. Roberta, have you ever heard of a mass rocket heater made with aircrete? Honeydew Carpenter is a guy who shows the benefits of building and heating with aircrete. Aircrete is concrete mixed with soap bubbles. Never heard tell of it, Roberta, but that sounds interesting for sure. It really does. Jan, Creekside Maples, do you have all the wood you need or your house built? No, we don't have all the wood we need for building the house, no. We need, like I said, sheetrock, or not sheetrock, excuse me, plywood and 2x6. And that's kind of what we need. Paul, looks like Tony needs another laundry run. He needs a vest or shirt or under his coat. Yeah, well, it's been cold. I got 2 shirts under this shirt. This is actually a nice wool shirt that Jesse and Lisa sent to me, and I really love this thing. It's so warm. Let me see here. Jan, Creekside Maples. Okay, cool. Thank you for letting us know your needs. We need to get you that plywood. Thank you, Jan. I do appreciate that, and I try to be so careful. What we say and do now. Edwin, how are you? Edwin Rodriguez. Hey, Mark and Debbie, how you guys doing? So glad you're here. Yes, Jesse, that would be about it. Yeah, and that would do it. That's correct. Let me see here. Edwin, hey Tony, how are you doing? How was your trip to Connecticut? Did you stop at the burger stop? Hey Edwin, I did not stop at the burger joint. It was at White Huts. I did not. We were just really focused on getting there and spending time with our friends and family, and then getting back home because there was that storm that hit in Connecticut. So we got out of Connecticut as fast as we could ahead of that storm. We hated to leave early, but we didn't want to get stuck in that storm. So Joni's in bed, Debbie. She's not feeling well. She's honestly, folks, the truth, real answer, transparent, she just wore out. She can't take anymore. So that's the truth of it. And I can't sugarcoat it. I can't pretty that up. It is what it is. So so what do we do, eh? Thank you, Jesse and Lisa. I appreciate that so much. I really do. You guys are so kind in what you do for us. We appreciate that. Thank you. So yeah, Joni's just been wore out. Obviously I'm stronger than she is, and she wasn't built for this kind of cold weather climate work outside all day long in it. She's done her best, but she broke her back in 2003, and she's starting to feel some problems with that from just being outside in the cold constantly and trying to lift and help me as much as she can. So I tried to tell her just to not just go in the tent, get warm, whatever you need to do. But honestly, folks, she's just kind of at the end of her rope right now for all this stuff. So that's why I need to get this house built so I can get her out of this tent. So anyway, yeah, Jan, Jesse can post that link there for the PayPal if you like. Roberta, let your beloved Joni know that we're thinking about praying for her. I will, and it's tough, it's not easy. It just isn't. I want her to do well. I want her to be happy, and I want her to. I'm trying to give her the house for Christmas, and it's tough. But she's positive. She's a praying lady, but she just needs a break. So we'll keep pushing. Thank you, Paul, for answering that question there. Appreciate that. Yeah, Brian, I've seen your message in my messenger, and I'll do my best, okay? But I cannot make promises or commitments to get to lives and things right now, especially the way things are right now. Every minute of my time it's crucial. If it's daylight, I'm out there working. I really am. It's not, and I hope you folks understand that. I love you guys all so much, and you guys support us so much. And I really feel like some days I just let you all down so miserably, simply because I can't get to all your lives and watching all your videos and everything right now. But I want you to know it's not because we don't think of you. We think and pray for you all every day. It's just that I am pushing so hard to get the house built, to get a roof over our head and get Joni out of this tent, that's my focus right now. And I do hope everyone, I know you understand that. Ronald, Jesse, I love the new format of the last stream you set up for Tony. That's something to revisit for sure. Thank you, Ronald. We had a good time with that, and we'll be doing more of that for sure. Dwayne, don't you worry about it. Prayer is the greatest that we can do. Prayer works. And so we'll just keep praying. Hey, Jenny, how are you? Glad to have you here tonight with us. I got my hat on because I'm cold, so, hope you all understand that. It's just the way it is. Willie, yeah, I'm hunting wabbits, that's for sure, Mr. Willie. So, well, you guys, just give me a second here, everybody. Thank you, Jan. Thank you so much, Jesse and Lisa. We appreciate that. We really do. Thank you. I got to be careful here because I'm a little bit emotional tonight because I'm tired, and with the funeral over the weekend and with Joni being down in the bed, and so many things that I'm dealing with. Um, so I have to be careful because I don't want to be a blubbering idiot on here for everybody to listen to. Um, thank you, Jesse. Tom, how are you? Good night, Tony. Sorry to hear that Joni's sick. Hope she gets well soon. Take care. Hope you don't get much snow. You don't need that. Take care. Thank you, Tom. Sorry I missed you earlier there. If you come in earlier, yeah, I didn't see you, Tom. Please forgive me. I need some spinach for sure, Dwayne. Paul, Tony, no need to be careful what you say, my friend. If we ask what you need, you're just answering our questions. Thank you, Paul. I appreciate that. I really do. That means a lot to me. It really, really does. So you guys are, always so kind. Can you post online link to lumber stores so that 100% of money is used for buying products you need instead of fees by PayPal and YouTube and such? I can look at doing that, Roberta. All the stuff that I buy it at the it's called Topmar Building Supplies here, and it's in Nakawick, or Castle Building Supplies. It's the same store, and I buy everything right in there. It's the cheapest I've found, and that's I've shopped around. So anyway, I don't know if they're on the web. I don't know. I just know that's where I buy stuff. But I know if you use the friends and family thing through PayPal, then PayPal doesn't take anything. Basically we get everything that way. Danielle, how are you? So glad to have you here tonight, and welcome in. And again, if you're new here or just joining us, we are in our tent off-grid building a home in Canada in the winter in December, and it's very cold, so that's why I have my warm hat on and my warm clothes on, because it is so cold. But anyway, the sun will come out tomorrow sometime. Hey, Merton, Sue, how you guys doing? That's all right, Sue, appreciate that. Thank you, Paul. Prayers for Joni. Roberta, bless her precious heart, broken back. That is tough, and she's so determined to help, but she needs to take care of her health for sure. She does, Roberta, and that's what I'm trying to, I'm trying to manage that, and it's just a lot to deal with right now. Let me see, Beardica, don't worry about not getting to everyone. You're on a mission. Thank you, Paul. Edwin, she needs rest. The cold weather's brutal, especially on the bones. It is for sure, Edwin, and she's in bed right now, trying to stay warm. Thank you, Brenda. We appreciate that so much. Thank you, Merton and Sue. Thank you, Brian. Hey, Sheppy, how are you? I imagine things are cold in Saskatchewan. I bet they are. Let me see here. I don't want to miss anybody. Edwin, no apologies needed, my friend. You do you, buddy. Okay, thank you, Edwin. Thank you, everybody, for understanding where we're at here. It's obviously, a tough time, but we're going to get there for sure. So we're just trusting the good Lord above, and everyone else that's out there that's got our back. That's the truth, Jan. Thank you so much. $5 or $10 changes our world. And I want everyone to know, I keep receipts for everything we buy and purchase. And so if anyone has any doubts, I can show you right to the penny that everything that comes in, it does go for our homestead and just trying to keep us going and moving forward. It really does. So Tim, Tony, we love you guys. Why not go to bed? We understand. Well, Tim, I just can't, because I want to meet everyone tonight. I want to talk to everybody tonight. I want to update everybody, and it's the least that I can do, for sure. Sheppy, Joni is sick. So sorry to hear. Sending prayers for speedy recovery. Thank you, Sheppy. Let me see here. Paul, Tony, I reckon I speak for most of you. If you need to cut the live short to get some rest, we'll understand. You're on a mission, buddy, and you need to keep up your strength. Thank you, Paul. I appreciate that. I really do. It means a lot to us. We're just going to keep pushing and keep going and do all we can do. We've got some videos coming out, um, in the next day or two, and I think everyone's going to be quite surprised by how much we're getting done. Um, yeah, Edwin, what town's the lumberyard in? It's in Nakawic, Nackawic. That is Nakawic, New Brunswick, in the province of New Brunswick, in the country of Canada. Dwayne, you know that we aren't going to ask you for that. We help out what we can, and it is for your use. Thank you, Dwayne. I just hope, I wouldn't want anyone to think anything other than the fact that we are using everything on this build. Ronald, I have to go. See you on the next video stream. Bless all. Good night, Ronald. Take care, my friend. As always, thank you so much. I know it's like 2 or 3 in the morning there, and you always stay up or get up just to say howdy, so we appreciate it. Willie, Tony, it is okay to ask for help from people because God put people in you and Joni's life to help you all during this journey called life. Thank you so much, Willie. That means a lot to me. I guess you just get gun shy sometimes because of certain things. So, but we're just going to keep pushing through it, and that's all we can do. As Jesse always reminds me, God knows, and He's got this. So, but as far as the house updates and stuff, it's coming along, slowly. One person, it doesn't get done fast, but we're doing the best we can. We're fighting so many elements right now. We had a really bad rainstorm come in last week, so it was after the live that we did. I think it was Wednesday or Thursday, but we knew the rain was coming, so we went and got a great big tarp and we stretched it over top of the house. We tried to get the center of it up a little bit, make it an angle, and so the water would run off. Well, we put some supports under it, and one of those supports broke in the night, and it created an area where the water pooled. And so at 11:30 at night, I happened to go out and check it, and good thing I did. There was about 2,000 gallons of water that had gathered in that tarp, and it was pulling down on the sides of the house, so it could have just collapsed everything that we've got done. So the only thing I could do was to take a knife and slit about a 6-inch hole in the tarp, and then the water it came out, it went everywhere, and I was so frustrated. But what do you do? It's a fight, it's a battle. So Mr. Willie, the only questionable thing you have done was pick this hat. I know. I know, you're just kidding, Willie. That's okay. Thank you, Jenny. We appreciate that so much. And the super chats help. It all helps. It really does. Every dime and dollar. So thank you for that, Jenny. And like I said, we're just trying to, push through it and get it done. Keep Jonah in your prayers. Because it's just a lot of work. She's not used to this. You see, when I grew up in my home, we grew up pretty poor. We didn't have running water in our home until I was 12 years old. Every winter was freezing cold. We had wood heat and a big old house where the wind blew through constantly. So it was not the best setup or situation, and we peed in a bucket at night, then took it out and dumped it the next day, and it was tough. It really was, but that's how I grew up. Thank you, Paul, for that. Thank you, Paul. We appreciate that. Our PayPal, Lynette, Jesse posted it there, but if you don't mind, Jesse, do you mind posting that again, please? And we appreciate it. And so anyway, that's how I was brought up. And then we got running water when I was 12, just cold water, no hot water. There was no hot water in my mother's house until after Joni and I were married. I put it in for her, and that's just the way it was. Um, it was tough. It was rough. But Joni, on the other hand, has never experienced those things. She was brought up, her dad was a pastor for many years, and they lived in decent homes and always had. And, they weren't rich or nothing. She wasn't spoiled or nothing like that, but it was a different world for her. And so now having this situation that we are in and going through it, I do much better with it because I've been in these circumstances before and I know what I have to do, and obviously I'm physically stronger, and so I just buckle down, and I push through it, and Joni is doing her best to do the same, but she just doesn't have that physical strength that I have to do it. And so sometimes she just needs a break. Sometimes she just gets wore out and she crashes, and that's where she's at now. So, but she'll be okay. And nothing that a couple days off and a hot tub and some nice warm food won't help with, So I'll just get her to her mama's there probably tomorrow. Judy, if you're listening, I imagine Joni will be over tomorrow. So. And we'll see you then. But that's kind of just the way it is. It's not a perfect world, everybody. And when life throws these things at you, you have to find a way to get up. This is our story, but everyone else has their story. There's lots of people that are going through things for sure. Dwayne, I have an ex-brother-in-law that grew up without hot water. They had running water because they had it piped from a barrel up the hill. Gravity power. I hear you, Dwayne. Our problem here is that we'd have to pipe it uphill. Marshall, Jesse, can you post Joni's mom's address? I want to send a letter. Thank you, Marshall. Joni's mother's address. I'll tell you what you can do, Marshall, is just send it to our... well, you're not in the U.S., you're in B.C., so... it is 35 Foster Avenue, Burt's Corner, New Brunswick, Canada, E6L 2C4. Okay, so that is, you can send it to me or to us, Marshall, at 35 Foster Avenue. There you go. Burt's Corner, New Brunswick, Canada, E6L2C4. Thank you, Jesse, for that. Edwin's question is the name Topmar Building, 53 Carlton Drive. That's it right there, Edwin. That's what it is. That's where we, that's where we get all of our stuff from. And yeah, you found it. Just let me check on this here. Just a minute, folks. Just forgive me. I'm trying to do all this stuff. Thank you, Lynette. We appreciate it so much. God bless you for that. But yes, Edwin, that is the right one. Let me see, Edwin. You make lemonade when life hands you lemons. That's the truth of it. That is the truth of it. Folks, if you don't mind, I'm going to put just a little bit of music and a video on here just for a second, because I have to put wood in the fire. It's getting really cold here, so just give me a second, okay? I'll just put this video on here. I'll be right back. Sorry, folks. Sorry about that, but I had to. I'm juggling everything here right now, so please forgive me. But I had to go. It's getting really chilly. You can almost see your breath in here now, so I needed to go look after that. Put some more wood in the fire. So, again, I hope I didn't miss anybody here. Hey, Glenn and Jess, how you guys doing? Glad to have you here. I know you guys have been busy on your homestead, juggling everything and the family and all that stuff, and I hope all is going well. I know you got a new one on the way there, a baby, so hopefully all is well. And good to have you here. Let me see here. Gather Together Homestead. Yeah, they're talking to everyone. Glenn and Jess. Let me see, Tony. Your flies are down. We heard the zipper fall. Yeah, that's the tent zipper. That's the door. New temp Canadian. Yeah. Thank you, Jesse, for posting those things. Thank you, Glenn. It is so cold here. I've had to really pull out the cold weather gear for sure. Joni's over in the bed. She's not doing very well. She just really reached the end of her strength right now, so that's why she's not with us on the live chat. I know, Dwayne, they got a lot of snow out there, but they're talking snow here, and then next week's supposed to rain, so hopefully, we don't get all that mess for sure. Hunter One Outdoors, how long have you been in Canada? I grew up in Canada, Hunter One, and then we spent 16 years in the United States, raised our family there, and then came back about 6 years ago. Hey, Rebecca, Touched by Yarn, how are you doing? Let me see here. It's just rolling through. Yeah, I hope you get feeling. Hi, everyone. I'm not feeling well. I think I had the flu. There's a lot of flu bug going on right now, Rebecca. Some friends of ours from Indiana texted me today, and there's a lot of flu down there. They have it. So, yeah, a lot. I think it's just too cold here for germs. It's so cold. Well, Glenn and Jessica, Joni just kind of... it's so cold here, and we're working so hard to get out of this tent into the house that I think finally she just reached the end of the rope, honestly. I just think that she's just wore out and can't take any more of it. So she's in bed trying to get better, trying to feel better. So that's kind of what she's doing there now. Hunter One, have you ever been deer hunting? Have I ever? I love deer hunting. I've been shooting deer my entire life. My favorite is archery. I love archery hunting, and I do a lot of that. I do a lot of muzzleloader. Love muzzleloading, muzzleloader hunting, all those sort of things. So yeah, I shoot deer every year. I've shot deer lots of places, and love it. I really do. I actually have a trophy room where I keep my deer heads and things like that. Well, I used to. I don't now. They're just in storage. Hey, Dave. How are you doing, my friend? All the way from Springfield, Oregon. So glad to have you guys in here. And I'm sorry I missed everybody on Sunday. And we've been kind of out of the loop in the last few days with traveling to Connecticut and back. And we just didn't want to, get the phone on a lot and stuff like that because of the fees. But anyhow, we're glad to be back home, and it is freezing cold here for sure. Thank you, Jesse, for updating everyone. Hey, Patty, the Minnesota gal. She'll get better. She'll be doing all right. Thank you so much. As a donor for Barbara, did you not save for your retirement? I'm really not concerned about our retirement right now. What I'm concerned about is getting this house built. We had savings, we had a retirement, but due to an accident and being unemployed for a long time because of that accident. It doesn't take long to go a couple years, 3 years without an income, and you'll chew up most of your savings real fast. And that's what happened. We do not have any kind of plan B. We don't have disabilities, none of those things. If you don't work, money don't come in. That's just the way it is. And when you got a shoulder that is torn to pieces and you can't even use it, it makes it pretty hard to work. And so you do what you have to do. And in our case, any monies that we had saved up for retirement, we had to spend to survive. Yeah, Dwayne. It's a coat rack as well. Hey, Patty. Hey, all. I'm late. We have rain, sleet, snow coming in. Trying to prepare. Hope the power stays on. It will. I don't have to worry about power outages here. We're off grid. Oh, so sorry, Dave and Sandy. I know you guys love that dog. So sorry to hear that. Oh, we're just talking. We're just talking to you guys, Dave and Sandy. Last week, and your dog was there. So sorry to hear that. Glenn, Jessica, we're pushing hard to get in the house. We really are. I would love to say we're going to be in it, by the first of the year and all of that, and that would be a great thing. But right now it's one day at a time, and we're just trying to get things done. We're fighting the weather really bad now, so you never know what the weather's going to hold, so you have to take it as it comes, and we're just going to keep pushing through. That's all we can do. So yeah. Thanks, Jesse. And Jesse, you hop in here anytime. You too, Paul. Anybody that you can answer any questions, and whatever you need to do there. Because quite honestly, I am wore out. So doctor appointment with skin check went well, but don't think I will make tomorrow appointment for blood work like a skating rink outside. Well, Patty, you be careful. It's great that you're getting good reports, and stay positive. Know that we're praying for you, and it will be good. We're just trusting the good Lord above that everything works out, and that's what I think a lot of people are doing. So that's it, Jesse. We just need a month of sunshine to get stuff done. I wish we had it, but what do? You just have to keep pushing through. No one's going to come to the rescue. So, it is what it is. So I'm just going to have to keep pushing through. So, yeah, Patty, you need to reschedule and just don't, take any chances on those bad roads or anything like that. So, it is not good to get out in those icy roads. That's it, Jan. We need some sunshine. That's it, Dwayne. One day at a time. That's all we can do. And I know this. We're not in charge of the weather. We're not in charge of the climate. We're not in charge of any of it. So whatever it will be, it will be. And I'm just going to take it as it comes and keep working as I can, weather permitting. And once we get the walls closed in and the roof on, then it'll be all right. My reference to everyone coming to the rescue, Rebecca, was in coming here, showing up physically to help build. I'm well aware that people have given and pledged and helped, and we recognize that every single day and every single live, and we're thankful to everybody that has. That's it, Jesse. One foot in front of the other. We'll walk out of the tent door and into the house door. But yeah, so it's getting there. It's been a process, and hey, we just keep pushing on. Just keep pushing on. So when it's all said and done, it'll be a good story to tell, and we'll sit back and realize that we'd made it. We got there. So I think it's getting warm in here, so let me check the stove again. Just going to turn it down just a little bit. Alrighty. He does know, Jesse. He does know. So that's all I rely on every day, is that he does know. Let me see here. We've been on here about an hour. Sure, Jenny, we'll be praying. Oh, for sure, we'll be praying. No problem at all, Jenny. And pray that the Lord works for her and heals. She heals quickly. That's it, Jan. That's the truth. That's the truth. Thank you, Dwayne. It will, for sure. And take care, Lynette. We will see you back in the next one, I'm sure. And I know you got your hands full. I think it's your mom that lives with you, and you look after her. So you have a blessed week, and good luck with everything there. So. But anyway, yeah, I think we're going to, Scott. And I just wanted to say hello to everybody. I know we didn't play any games tonight, and I get that. Honestly, I'm just wore out, and then trying to make sure Joni's going to be okay, and then I got to look after the wood pile and the fire and all of it. So I'm just going to call it for the night. I hope everyone doesn't mind that. I hope you don't. I know many of you come to play in the games, and yeah, that's it, Jesse. Soon we'll be remembering when we were freezing our tushes off back in December. I thought that today. Honestly, I was out there working. And you get through January or February, you get through December into January, and then before long, the days start getting just a day, an hour longer, a few minutes longer here, a few minutes longer there, and before long, it's time, to plant again. I will, Brenda. Thank you, Brenda, for understanding. All right, Georgette. Prayers to you as well. Hey, Mike. Well, yes, Tony, just passed the hour. My brother, rest up. We're going to. Update is all we need, knowing you're all doing well. Thank you, Jesse and Lisa. And appreciate it, Jenny. Thank you, Tim. Appreciate that. You're Googling Jan skills. That's it. Thank you, Roberta. And so, everyone just take care. We'll have some fun probably next time or something, but I've just got a lot here to do here tonight. I appreciate everyone who helped us with the wall board, the plywood, and thank you so much for that, Jesse and Lisa. Can't tell you how much we appreciate that. Paul and everyone else, Jan, everybody, Jenny, you name it, Lynette, everybody that just steps up. Just every week you guys help us out. Dave and Sandy. Thank you, David. And we'll be praying for you guys. I know you guys really cared about your dog, and it's so sad. I understand that. We have 4. But give our love to Sandy for us as well. And we'll be in touch. Thank you, Peter. Appreciate that. And night, everybody. Take care, everyone. Have a blessed week. Watch for the videos. If you haven't watched the latest videos, go check them out. We appreciate everyone that does watch and leaves the good comments and all that. We appreciate it. So, Edwin, thank you. It was great talking to you the other last Tuesday night as well, and everybody else. Well, we love you, Jan. We really do. So you guys take care and keep us in your prayers. Keep Joan in your prayers. And we do. We thank everybody so much. So on that note, take care, and we will talk real soon. God bless you all, and thank you again for all you do for us.